Nobody taught me how to take care of my feelings, my relationships, my emotions. Relaxing is coming home. It's your nature. It's your essential nature. It's what exists between lives. It's all okay. Because bad news sells, right? And you think about it 10 years later, it doesn't matter. Everybody thinks their stuff is more important than your stuff. You know, one of my biggest regret is that nobody told me growing up what meditation was. Nobody taught me how to take care of my feelings, my relationships, my emotions. Nobody taught me to be still, to be absolutely still. Nobody taught me the value of our ancient culture. No, I did not even know what the word yoga meant growing up, believe it or not. Because the British were so successful at making us feel ashamed of ourselves. So completely successful that in our family, neither my parents nor my grandparents ever did any of that. What did not disappear in our culture was religion. So I was brought up extremely religious, right? My grandparents were religious and I knew all of that. And for us, relaxing, growing up in India especially, relaxing was actually considered a crime. I don't know about you. You had to be doing something. You had to be active. You had to be productive. What are you sitting around doing nothing, right? There was no concept there. We had no television. Not till I was about 9 or maybe really? 12 or 13. That's when black and white TV came, right? I didn't have my own personal phone, so sit and relax and talk to my friends, right? We've got so much available at our disposal now. We feel this as if we need something else to relax, right? Relaxing is coming home. It's your nature. It's your essential nature. It's what exists between lives. You can be in the midst of a terrible situation. Your friends are calling you names. You've worn the wrong clothes to school. You're feeling awkward, and you can still slip into that feeling of it's all okay. It's all okay. I've taught so many people so many things, but perhaps the most sacred mantra that I've given to this group is, it's all okay. It's okay. Exactly the way it is. It's all fine. There's always going to be some stuff coming at you. Life is going to be full of hurdles, of things. Otherwise, what is it? You're going to sit in one corner and meditate? You think the monks up in the mountains have no problems? They can't get food, for crying out loud. It's cold. They're battling their brains, which is telling them, leave this, stop this, get out of here. Our biggest enemy is not our parents, although we like to believe that. It's our own brain that's telling us, no, it's not okay. I want to go out on Friday night. I'm not allowed. My mom's so mean. She's so mean. She doesn't even understand what it's like. All these exciting things are happening, right? We never get discipline. We never understand. We never appreciate it. But the resistance that we feel is not because of our parents or the rules that society makes or the rules that school makes. It's because we are telling ourselves, this is bad. This is really bad. Thumbs down. I don't like this. I don't like what's happening in my life. I don't like my life. Most of the time, your biggest enemy, all day, every day, you're saying thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs up, thumbs down. I like this. I don't like this. I like this. I don't like this. All the time. And how smart is Facebook that they got that? Right? They got that. They got the fact. They must have had psychologists working with them, knowing that there are things that you like to see and there are things that you don't like to see. There are things that you like to see. There are things that you don't like to see. And they play on that. They play on that, bringing you things that you like to see, that you want to be, that you think that you can achieve, that you're places that you can go to. And we're all the time either running towards things that make us like supremely happy, loud music, where we can't even hear ourselves think, where you lose your sense of hearing. Friends that are sitting quietly and doing nothing are not fun. The ones that are fun are the ones that cause controversy. They're the ones that are surrounded by people. Because bad news sells, right? Mm-hmm. People that cause trouble are the popular girls in school. Why would you want to be like them? The troublemakers, they end up getting nowhere. And when you are sitting on the committee of some, you're a lawyer, you're a judge, you're a doctor, you can look back on the time when you just long to be in that group and to be invited to their table and to be invited to all the silly things that we thought was so important in our lives. Because it's not the important things that make you restless or unhappy. It's not the fact that you have to pass a test tomorrow morning. It's the fact that he looked at me funnily. Now you can't sleep, you can't think, you're talking about it to your friend. And you think about it 10 years later. It doesn't matter. I used to look at my husband's face. Sometimes he'd be extremely upset, extremely worried. And, you'd imagine that there's a financial crisis in the family or somebody's unwell. He's wondering how his third serve didn't come into the court. That's it. That's it. That's what makes him extremely anxious, extremely unhappy. Thank goodness for that, right? We worry a lot about the small things in life. Things that really are not important. And the ones that really matter, saving the environment, reaching out to people, living a life of kindness and compassion and doing for others. This we forget. This we think is not important. I am important. I, me, myself. We're all ophthalmologists, eye specialists, right? It's all about me. It's all about me, how I do. I don't care about the way the world functions. I need to be fine. I need to be okay. And so, this is what guides our choices in life. It guides our choices in life. It decides who we're going to hang out with. who we're going to marry, who we're going to be with. It decides on the character of the person that you choose. Someone who makes you feel good, someone who nurtures you, someone who's exciting. I always find that you go back to the similar sort of characters. We find that in people that live in abusive relationships, they keep seeking out abusive relationships. It's a known fact. And research has shown that it is something within them that feels comfortable in a situation that they understand. And they choose the same kind of person that ratifies their reality. My reality is not a good one. My reality is that men abuse me. Okay, that's what life gives you. That's what life gives you. You look out, you seek out the things that confirm your belief in life. Deciding what decisions are good for you and what is not good for you then becomes a whole different chapter. And nobody can do that for another. We all come from very different cultures. But there is something that we all agree on. There is something whenever I talk, whenever I say anything, there's always one person will come and say, you talked about the topic that was really, really bothering me. Why? Because we're all the same. We bother about the same things. At the end of the day, we're just human. We have minds. We are here and we have stuff going on and we need to deal with it. We need to eat and sleep. It's just that. It's just that. It's just that everybody thinks their stuff is more important than your stuff. What's going on in my life? My stuff is so important. It's not. Nothing is important. You deal with it. What you do now totally matters. The decisions you take now totally matters. If you spend the moment thinking about, oh my God, I should have done that. I should have hung out with those people. I should have been that kind of a person. I should have known better. You will regret. That same regret is carried into your present and to your future. That becomes your nature. That becomes your nature. And you always take actions that you regret. You think I'm lying? Think of how much of the time you spend in regret. How many of us can just brush off the past? It's over. If you can, that's enlightenment. That's enlightenment. That's what helps you to completely relax, because that is not anymore in your control. What can you control? What can you control? You cannot control what people say. You cannot control what people think. You cannot control other people's minds. You can barely control yourself. If you can take a step back and just smile at whatever's going on and say it's all okay, that's enlightenment. That right there is enlightenment. It's not in an experience. It's not, we're always looking for experiences. But the thing is, meeting God or meeting yourself or meeting the divine or meeting whatever it is that you're looking for does not rest, does not depend on an experience. It is this moment. It is so incredibly precious. What you do now is the only thing that's important. And if you've done something in the past that you regret, let it go. That's the best thing you can do. Let it go. It's like taking a breath and saying, I can't let go. How can you not let go? I challenge all of you to take a deep breath in, hold it and never let go. See, letting go is in our destiny. It's in our very nature. This is how we are raised. You have to let it go. You have to let it fall by the wayside. You have to be present. That is the only way to sow seeds for a beautiful future. Why did that happen to you? Who knows? Who knows? We're all victims of karma. Stuff happens. It's happened because of things you've done in this life, decisions that you made in this life, the school that you picked, the house that you live in, the parents that you are with, the person whom you marry, the friends that you choose. All of those decide how you're going to be. You're going to be in a gang, or you're going to be free from all of that. Your choices matter. And you take that decision in this moment, right now, whatever decisions we take, that's life. That is life. And the more we can get back to that moment and realize what I do now is fine. And if it's a wrong decision, that's fine too. It's fine. There is nothing that's right or wrong. Who is the person sitting in judgment of you other than yourself? You're the biggest critic. Oh my God, how could I do this? Oh my God, how could I do this? Oh my God, how many times have you said that to yourself? I remember when I was 14, I was in a group and I was carrying some bags, and this boy put out his hand to take the bag from me, and I thought he wanted to shake hands, and I shook his hand. Though I was mortified, everybody laughed at me. Everybody laughed at me.
He wanted to take your bag?
He wanted to help me because I was carrying a bag.
Okay.
He just wanted to take the bag, right? And I thought he wanted to shake my hand. Lord, at 14, that was the worst thing. I did not sleep for 2 weeks.
Oh my goodness.
I was so unhappy with myself, right? You look back in life at certain things that have happened to you, and you're like, I don't know who that is. I don't even remember him. He's nowhere in my life right now. It doesn't decide anything. But at that moment, it was the worst thing that could happen. How do we let go of these thoughts and memories, right? Because they shape your life. They shape your life. You don't want to feel that horror. So somebody else puts their hand forward. I'm like, okay, I better make sure what he's putting his hand for. Do you really want to shake my hand? Then I will shake your hand. So it's like whatever happens in your life, there's a lot of karma attached to it. When someone is attacking you and say he shoots you with a gun and you get hurt, he might walk off without thinking a thing about it. But you are in an emotional turmoil, right? And if at that time you lose your life, the impression is going to be, the karma is going to be on you. Why? Because the amount of emotion we attach to thought decides which impressions stay with us and which impressions are released. So sometimes all of these sociopaths that we're seeing running around in life now that are hurting other people without thinking about it, they have no karma. They have no karma. The karma is with the person. Oh, it's a surprising thought, huh? The karma is with the person who is emotionally tied up. So yeah, we've got to let all of that go and say, it's okay, it's fine. To not get emotionally caught up in any situation, whether it's something simple like this or something as drastic as facing someone with a gun. Whatever it is, to just learn to let go, just like Gandhi, the moment he was shot. All he says is, "Hey Ram, ready, I'm ready. I'm ready to depart this world. If this is how I have to go, so be it. So be it."